everybody, it's AMV Reverted Studios here once again with another MapleStory video. In today's video, I am going to, express my ideal type of relationship goals, what has worked for me so far throughout this relationship that I've been in. Granted, it's still pretty new. We haven't quite been going out for 6 months yet, but I have been in several relationships that have lasted more than a couple years. And here are the things I've noticed that helps. I mean, obviously everybody's ideal relationship goals are different, but these are mine. Your partner accepts you for who you are no matter what. Whether you're having mood swings, whether you had a really bad day at work and you're just grumpy, or even when you're having good days and you're being silly and hyper, whatever weird quirks you have, whatever mood you're in, your partner should be able to accept you for who you are, as well as be willing to accept them. They're not always going to be perfect, they're always not going to be in a good mood, and you need to be there for them, whether they're having mood swings or a bad day, or they're just acting out of the norm of what you're used to seeing them in. Just accept them for who they are, and have them accept you for who you are, and don't settle for less. Trust. That is a big thing. Being able to have faith in your partner and trust them is a major, major part of a relationship. If you can't trust your partner, if you can't have faith that your partner is being, faithful, or that they're hiding stuff from you, then you need to do something about it, because relationships like that don't last very long. There shouldn't be a need to hide your phone, some long encrypted password so your boyfriend or girlfriend can't get into your phone. I've had this happen in a past relationship, and it did make me suspicious, and when I was able to figure out what their password was, I found out that that person had been talking to several other girls while claiming to only love me and only be with me. I really try not to stoop that low, but too much had been going on in that relationship already, and the relationship was already strained, and I just wanted to get to the bottom of it because they weren't being honest, and that's another thing. Being able to be honest with how you feel and think and what you're going through, which I guess lines up with transparency, I suppose. You shouldn't feel the need to hide your social media accounts either. If you have to delete messages on Facebook or, Twitter or whatever, or you have to delete text messages, then obviously you said something to the wrong person that you should probably only be saying to your partner. And if you're doing that, you might as well step out of the relationship, because that other person doesn't deserve that. I've also had that happen to me, and it really, really sucks. Being able to prove you're faithful to your partner with minimal effort. I guess this ties in with not hiding things, because the less you hide and the more honest you are, it pretty much speaks for itself that you are trustworthy and you are faithful, and your partner and you don't have to worry about anything. Being able to be honest about your past, whether they were accomplishments or mistakes. For me, this went along the lines of being honest with my current boyfriend about my ex and exes and things that I've done in the past that I'm not proud of. Luckily for me, he was really laid back. He appreciated my honesty and was able to accept the things that I had done, as well as him to me. Trust is a major key to a healthy relationship. I cannot emphasize that enough. If you can trust your partner and your partner can trust you, it saves a lot of stress, a lot of paranoia, a lot of what ifs and if so's and guessing, and it saves them from feeling the need to try to figure things out on their own. Being comfortable, knowing your partner's limits and comfort zones as well as them knowing yours. Don't be afraid to ask questions on what makes them comfortable and uncomfortable. Sometimes this can be an awkward topic, depending on how you feel, but it is important to express this. And when you find things that your partner is not comfortable with, don't do those things. Don't do the things you know that makes them uncomfortable. Whether you're trying to help them become comfortable with them or make it less awkward, if they express something that they are uncomfortable with and they've been uncomfortable with for years and years, just don't try to make them comfortable with it. Everybody has their limits, and you need to respect that. And don't be afraid to let them know where you draw the line, whether it's intimately, whether it's in your social life, whatever it may be. Don't be afraid to let them know, hey, this is where I draw the line, please don't cross it. And being able to be fully comfortable with who you are, your quirks, your habits, how you do certain things, and to be accepted, and to do the same thing with your partner. After all, you guys are both human beings, and there's going to be things that may come off as weird, or that you wouldn't do, or that you're not comfortable with, but be sure to accept them, as long as it's nothing dangerous or damaging, of course. And most importantly, have fun. And you don't need to spend money to have fun either. I mean, me and my boyfriend, we often like to go down to the local bar to play pool and throw back a few, play some darts, occasionally go to a club, but that's not all we do. Yes, it does, you end up spending money, but you don't need to spend money to have fun, be willing to try different things that your partner likes to do. My boyfriend, he likes to go fishing, he likes to go camping, he likes to go shooting, and luckily for me, I like all these things too, so it wasn't that hard to try what he likes, and I'm pretty good at the stuff that he likes to do, so it makes the time we spend together more fun. And take turns deciding. I know everybody likes to do stuff that they like to do, and vice versa, but take turns deciding. If one weekend he lets you decide or she lets you decide what you want to do and that's what you guys do, then the next time you guys hang out, let him or her decide what they want to do. It changes things up, makes things more interesting, and it allows the other person, I guess, control over what you guys do. And yeah, I guess it's pretty much sharing. And if you do end up spending money, try to even things out if you can. I mean, between me and my boyfriend, he makes a lot more money than I do, so most of the time that we go out, he ends up paying for what we do. And, that's fine, but I also feel bad. So occasionally, whenever we go out, I try to pull the tab. And ladies, there's nothing wrong with paying for what you and your boyfriend do. He's not mooching and he's not relying on you. It's fair. It's only fair. Most importantly, make time for intimacy. That is a huge important thing. Because if you are in a relationship and, well, I mean, obviously, don't be having sex at like 15, 16, 17 years old, but, if you're an adult and it's both something that you guys want to do or have done or like to do, make time for it because it does make you guys closer. It allows you to express the ultimate form of love to each other, and there's nothing wrong with that. But also, most importantly, make time for you. Make time for yourself. That is a huge important thing. Monday through Friday, I don't often see my boyfriend because he lives about 45 minutes away to an hour depending on traffic. So during the week, we both work and we're pretty much on our own during the week. Occasionally I'll get a day off during the week and he'll come over when he gets off work and we spend time together. But don't be afraid to be alone. Don't be afraid to have personal time. Don't be afraid to go out and do what you want to do. And your partner should be more than accepting of that. Especially if you're in a relationship where you're around each other constantly, you shouldn't be afraid of saying, hey, so-and-so, I need some personal time. I need a girls' night or I need a guys' night. For me and my boyfriend, it works out because we don't see each other really during the week, so During the week, we just do what we need to do or what we want to do. We go see our friends, whatever, and then during the weekend, we spend time with each other, and it works out very well. Plus, if you get a little separation from your other partner, it gives you time to appreciate that person and miss that person. So when you see each other again, it's fun and you get to talk about what you guys did during the week and how much you missed each other, etc., etc. These are just a few things that I feel like that makes a relationship work pretty well. It's been working pretty well so far for me. I have been in relationships where things weren't what I described, and it did cause some issues. Plus, if you're super clingy, that you need to be around the other person 24/7, that you need to text them every second of every day, that you need to be around them or call them or FaceTime them or whatever, you might end up crowding them and making them feel uncomfortable and making them feel like they need space. So do yourself a favor and just give them space to begin with. And it probably will make them more inclined to want to hang out with you and want to spend time with you. Plus, what do you call it? A clingy relationship or a very emotionally dependent relationship isn't healthy. You need to be able to be by yourself from time to time or allow them to go do stuff that they want to do by themselves. And as long as you can trust them and you know that they're not screwing around, it should be fine. Anyway, this is AMV Reverted Studios. Let me know what you guys think, or if you think I missed something. I would love to hear your guys' opinion, or if you agree with everything that I said, that's cool too. Give this video a like, comment. It would help if you subscribed, but I'm not begging for subscribers. I'm just saying it would be cool. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.